everyone. Good morning, good evening. Hi everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Between Rounds. This is episode 1. I'm on my way to work right now, just starting the day off. I'm a little fatigued. Technically it's day 2. Yesterday I filmed myself sparring. I went to the gym last night. But my intro video yesterday, my very first intro video, I'm still getting to know this camera, and instead of filming a video of myself on the way to the gym yesterday, I fucking had a time lapse going. So this is round 2 of creating an intro, but my name's Kurt. This is my channel. The sentiment of this channel is I've been learning Muay Thai. I'm a couple months in. Definitely not a professional by any means, but I wanted to start recording myself, specifically while I was sparring. That way I can see a lot of the mistakes that I'm making. I know I'm making a ton of mistakes, so don't worry. I'll be my number one critic, but I wanted to keep myself honest and consistent, and so I invested in this camera that I've got, and I was trying to think of, ways to, expand on what this item means to me, Going drag racing with my dad was an idea. That might be kind of every once in a while added on the channel. Now, once summer is officially here. Yesterday it was kind of funny. I was talking about how the weather's been so nice, and today it's it might as well be Seattle. I live in the Midwest. It might as well be Seattle, and then I think tomorrow it's gonna snow. Sucks. I don't know. I don't claim to have seasonal depression, but there's something about our weather out here in the Midwest that might not even realize it. It might not be full on depression, but I can tell that when the weather sucks, it's a lot harder to put your best foot forward throughout the day. I've definitely come to notice that. I was thinking about this this week, because this week it's been nice, and I've noticed that shift in myself, where just in general, at work or the people outside of work that I interact with, I've noticed that I've been able to give a lot more enthusiasm to things, and it's not pretended. It's not pretend enthusiasm. It's genuine enthusiasm. And I've noticed that, and it was one of these drives like this where I was sitting with my thoughts, and I was or why that is, and I was thinking about, it's the fucking weather. It's been nice. I've been able to drive my car around and not spin my tires constantly. Just everything is just hunky-dory, so to speak, and it's kind of interesting because I never consider myself to have my mood affected by the weather, but I feel like the majority of us probably are affected by the weather, at least to some degree. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me, but just something that I've been noticing. But I'll get back to at least a little bit more of the intro. So between rounds, the concept is to keep consistency, to show what it's like. I'm definitely not a professional. Realistically, I'll probably never be a professional at Muay Thai ever in my life. But I'd like to think that I'm pretty disciplined. I like what I progress. Failure is 100% necessary in progress, in my opinion. And anyone that doesn't fail is just waiting for it to happen, and it's going to crush them. But anyway, my concept is to, talk about my day, talk about where I'm at mentally before I go to the gym or do what I'm doing, and then record it. That way I can look back on it. That way you guys can look at it. If you want to. If you don't. But, and then after sparring or whatever's the meat of progress that day, kind of like an after action report where I talk about what I'm feeling, what I noticed myself doing, what happened. A little bit of, because I've already sparred, and this is technically the morning after. You'll see in some of the footage, I'll point it out a little bit, but one of the rounds I was sparring with this guy named Jason, really cool dude. Him and I spar more than anyone else at the gym. It's nice because we just have a built level of trust where we know neither of us is trying to hurt each other, and it's pretty easy to just, commit to a pace where we're both benefiting, and not having to worry about escalations. Jason also is, how do I say? Now at this point, Jason is very experienced with where I'm at as far as being a southpaw. Him and I are partners all the time at the gym, which has its pros and cons, right? But Jason, anytime I learn like a cool trick for being a southpaw, Jason also gets to learn that trick. Like for instance, when I was being taught stepping twos, the rest of the class was learning stepping ones, but Jason was my partner, so Jason was learning stepping twos. And so when I spar with Jason versus some other people, I won't have to worry about stepping twos with other people, but Jason, he'll just, he'll take that little side step and throw his two down the middle after I throw my jab, which is fun. But I was sparring with Jason yesterday, and one of the things that I've been trying to push myself on is just striking. I'm comfortable being the aggressor. I'm definitely comfortable with doing it. However, I know I need to push myself when it comes to striking, and before somebody even points it out, I know I drop my hands. It's a bad habit. I'm aware of it. I'm working on it. But with striking comes getting in the pocket. I'm not a tall dude, so that's definitely something that I need to get comfortable with. I need to get competent with. But so when Jason and I were sparring, one thing that I've been looking for is uppercuts too. And you'll see in the video, it's kind of like I don't know what you'd call it. It's a little bit of a shitty uppercut, but I just kind of reached under his arm, and it might not look like that big of kind of connection with my hand and Jason's jaw, but it was enough to where both of us were like, oh, fuck. And then you'll see I just kind of turtle up after it, but that's just like a sneak preview to what's to come. But anyways, it's starting to fucking snow. Talk about weather affecting us, and ironically it's starting to fucking snow now, which is sick. But this is between rounds. I mean, it's a very gonna be probably a little choppy in the beginning, but the sentiment is just to keep myself honest, put it out there, put myself out there. So maybe it resonates with some, maybe it doesn't resonate with anyone, but at the end of the day, I benefit. And I was thinking when I was first starting in Muay Thai, not that I'm that be cool. Perspectively, I was thinking, it'd be cool to see somebody learn at the same time as me, or somebody deal with some of the same issues as me. And I think that when I was starting off, it would have very much drawn me in, being able to see somebody really talk about their experience, their frustrations. One thing that I know that I'm currently dealing with that's frustrating is just getting my feet moving too. That's another fucking hard thing to do. Easier said than done. I know how to walk. I know how to walk to the right. I know how to walk to the left. But in sparring, it's so easy to just walk straight back and forth like you're fencing. And I am southpaw, so that's super important to make sure that I'm doing. But I digress. This channel is going to be interesting to say the least. Hopefully I'm not scatterbrained to the point where it's really confusing to watch. But yeah, that's what Between Rounds is going to be. And if anyone has comments or suggestions, by all means, let me know. I'm always willing to hear constructive criticism. I mean, I'll probably be one of my biggest critics myself. I'm already kind of embarrassed to think that I'm actually going to upload this onto YouTube and have anyone see my thoughts, talk about the things, hear me talk about things that are bugging me, perplexing me. But you know what? I think being able to be vulnerable is a superpower in itself. It's hard to do. But if it helps someone other than myself get through something that they're dealing with, then I think that adds a lot of value. But I'm almost to work. I just quickly wanted to give a couple shout outs. I've got some friends that I think deserve a couple words. First, I want to talk about my buddy Austin. Shout out to Austin. Very supportive dude, dependable. Keep your fucking chin up. I believe in you. You're a great guy, and I appreciate all the conversations that we have. I want to shout out Rodney. Rodney and I know that we're not that close, but Rodney is that type of person where he'll tell you if he agrees with your idea. He'll tell you if he disagrees with your idea. And I think it's really cool to have someone like, hey, I actually see you right now walking into work. But it's cool to have somebody like that around you. Somebody that's willing to tell you, no, that I think your idea is stupid, or how are you going to do this, or challenge you. I think that's a really good quality, and having somebody to be able to talk to like that. And lastly, I want to talk about my buddy Stefan for a second. My buddy Stefan, ride or die, great guy. I love the dude. Always has supported any of my ideas, gotten me through good times and bad times. Love you, dude. Thank you for being in my life. And you know what? Thank you to anyone that watches this, that takes the time out of their day to listen to me ramble, listen to me watch me get my ass kicked. Sorry, I'm backing up right now. And I backed up like shit because I'm trying to do too many fucking things at once. But thank you. If you're here and you're watching this, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you.